Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all, and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. I miss you guys. I really do. We have another new case coming up, and we're gonna go over that a little bit today. I just wanted to give a little bit of insight on the Jelani case, and that's why I titled it "Who Was Jelani?" Some family members did not know who he was, so they came in here and saying, "This is a new case. I don't know nothing about it." Well, it's actually almost like it's not over, but they have found him and he is deceased. So I want to share that again and make sure that we give everybody fair attention, not just one case because everybody's running to it, like Bryant Laundry case. We will talk a little bit about that case tonight also. And Savea said it's not new. No, it's not new, but we do have a new case, and we can go over it together since one of my family members sent it to me last night, and so we're going to jump on that case also. So let's go over Jelani's case a little bit because there's some things going on, and then we can. Today is really actually like more of update, and I kind of want people to come on the panel because I don't hear from you guys when I'm talking all the time. I'm just, and this is not just a one-man band over here. I mean, we do have a family member named One Man Band, but this is not a one-man band over here. So your input and what you say makes me think. So if you don't say anything, then I can't think nothing, because I know it's just not my way. You know what I'm saying? The way I think it sometimes it don't have to be. So with everything's going on, I want everybody to know that we are still covering the Tyrese Gibson case on Tuesdays night. It has been getting hot on Tuesday. The chat room has been getting larger. The suspense of what's going on is taking place. People are coming on. If you don't know, NFL Fats came on. I didn't know. I know people thinking, OSP, you spoke to him before. No, I have not. You know what? I've never spoke to that man in my life. And he jumped on the chat. I felt privileged to even have him on the channel, to be honest with you guys. I mean, inside, I'm like, ooh, because when you get someone that can speak up for someone and they have a title, he's a rapper, a very well-known rapper in Texas, come on and speak his piece, that speaks volume for us. You guys know that we normally do get the people speaking on our channels. And I know I have not been doing so much of that, getting out there, reaching out and asking people to come on, but just give me some time, you guys. See, people want to run with all the theories and stuff, but we do get the people to speak and we get the juicy stuff all the time. But give me some time, because sometimes there's things happening in my family also. So let me just say thank you guys for showing up. And let me get on in here. If you didn't put the thumbs up, please put the thumbs up. Share the live as you come in, you guys. Put the thumbs up as you come in. Share the live so that our algorithm can go back out there. People are like, what happened, SP? What happened? Everything in the world could have happened to us this year. But I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain. If you only knew how my day went, right now it's a good day right now. And I want to stay in this happy place. It's actually not a place. It's a decision I tend to make. And then right before I came on, some bad news hit. And I just can't. I just said, I'm just going to stay in my happy place. I wish I had something to take so I can really stay in it. I might even go give me a little sip or something tonight. I don't know. Just cause. So let's talk about Jelani Day. Okay, you guys. And I do want to share it. I want you guys, if you want to come up or whatever, please let it happen, because I know that I didn't get a notification, but I came. Thank you. Wow. I know they're still kind of messing with us a little bit. So that's why I asked you guys, please put out your share, because you might be connected to somebody that did not get notification. So let's do that. Matter of fact, let me do it too. Let me do it right now. We all take a break right now and share. Okay, it says create post. I'm going to create post, and I'm going to say, please come now. Family, come on. Okay. And I'm gonna explain something to you guys. When we start arguing and hollering about such and such gets all this coverage, you know why? Because who carries those channels that's putting the information out there? Okay? Those people carrying those channels, they're putting it out there, and their family and their people are sharing. Their people are putting the thumbs up. We literally begging. Come on, you guys. Come on, share. And everybody's like, I ain't going to do it. I'm going to just sit right here. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to learn. I don't know. Anywho's, let's make it happen. So Jelani Day, he came up missing. He was reported missing on August the 25th, you guys. That date is going to stick in my head for two reasons. That's the day he came up missing. And that's also the date that I was telling you guys yesterday that NFL Fats put out that song. And he corrected me and said, it's not a video, it's a song. Nevertheless, it was August the 25th. And keep that in your head, because that case is going to go somewhere, you guys, because people ain't giving up. People's not going to give up. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. But let's get on to the Jelani. Okay, so Jelani Day, he is a 25-year-old. He was a young man that went to this college down there in Illinois. Okay, he was going to be a doctor, a pathology student, actually. And he was at the campus near Bloomingdale. And his family reported him, I guess they're saying his family reported him missing August the 25th. But when the story first broke, a young lady, which was his teacher, his professor, which they had been texting all night. I got some people telling me they've been texting all night, which I don't have the receipts on it, but they said that this young man and his professor was texting all night. And I said, wow, really? I don't know if they sent me the receipts or not, but I'm just sharing with you what I heard. Okay. But his car was found the next day, and it leading the searchers to focus on that area north of Bloomingdale, near the river, the police said. Okay, I'm reading this as I go. Okay. So the university graduate student whose body was found in the Illinois River, it was like 10 days later, he is now reported missing but died. They are now saying he drowned. Now, what's so weird about this is just last week, his mother paid for the third autopsy, and people was like, I ain't heard about a third autopsy. Well, maybe you wasn't looking. I don't know. Or maybe I stumbled on something, and I'm glad I shared it with you. But I don't know from now on, because now that I've shared it, because I knew other people wasn't in the live that they did it in a church. So, now I hear it on other channels, and I'm like, okay, so you took the information and ran with it. So I'm not going to give any more of where I got the information from. You either going to believe me or you not. Okay. Because I know that information couldn't have got out, because people don't go to Jesse Jackson's channel and check him out, because they're not trying to hear nothing scriptures. They're not trying to hear nothing about civil rights. They're not trying to hear nothing about edifying yourself and education for African American. So I know you must have took what you got over here and took it to other channels. And that's not good, family. Don't do that, okay? You bring it over here. Don't take it over there. Nah, I'm just playing with you. Anyway, I mean, if you share it, that's fine. As long as it get out there. But, I mean, when you ask me for where I get it at, have good intentions to do something well. If you thought that it was best to share with that person, kudos. But, if you're doing this, shicey stuff, just stop, okay? And I'm not mad at nobody, but anyway, so Day was a speech pathologist student at the campus near Bloomingdale when his family reported him missing on August the 25th. Now his car was found the next day. Now some people were saying, I thought that his car, because when they did the march yesterday at noon, they walked from the Peru Police Department, or the police station, down to the YMCA where his car was found. And some people were saying, but SP, I thought he was in the woods. But his car was found at the YMCA, you guys. So that's why they walked to the YMCA, is because that's where they found this car. But so it says right here, his car was found the next day, leading searchers to focus on areas north of Bloomington near the river, police says. The rescue crew found Day's body floating in the river near the city of Peru on September the 4th. Accordingly to Bloomingdale or Bloomington, I want to say Bloomingdale, but it's Bloomington police who are investigating. Now, I know that Jesse Jackson and Grant and them, they got a petition out asking the commissioner, asking the attorney general, asking them guys to look over the investigation because they was in no rush. They wasn't looking. They was getting information. They was letting people delete videos. They was letting people go in the house. They were letting people checking. I mean, they act like, it wasn't nothing. And that's, that's just, the mother's really sad. And then she came out, the mom, she came out and it was all on everybody's social media saying that all his body parts was there and she didn't want nobody to get nothing mixed up. And I don't know what that was about. And we was trying to honor that. And then come to find out in that meeting or that speech that they were giving on him before the march that I was in, sitting there listening to, they simply said, the family was sitting right there, that his organs wasn't there. And mom asked for a third autopsy. And I was like, whoa, I know nobody knows that. So I was going to make sure everybody knows to go over there, sign the petition to have them check out why the mom has to get 3 autopsy. And not only that, they took him out of the vault. This time, I think they buried him this time because what the mom has said, she's burying her child or whatever. So I'm going to share some of that if I can get right to it. The video shows the clothing he was wearing at the dispensary, police said, was a Jimi Hendrix t-shirt, which, there's some people that owns a Jimi Hendrix t-shirt, but not really like African-American people will. But if you like his music, that's fine. But it's very small, minimum people will do. I can see him probably buying that and wearing that, I can probably see him fitting off into that type of attire. But so I didn't really think nothing of it. Some people thought something of it, him wearing a Jimi Hendrix shirt. You wouldn't catch me in that type of shirt. I don't listen to that. I don't know not one song. I know his name. He's a very famous person that sings like maybe country songs or something. And but I don't listen to that type of music. But that's just my preference. And then he had that was his t-shirt. And then he had a Detroit Lion baseball hat on, which is kind of weird because he usually dresses up a lot, and if he's not dressed up, when he dresses down, it's usually something like, like maybe just a polo shirt, you know what I'm saying? Not polo as the name polo, but just, just a low-key cotton shirt with, just a little collar on it, just clean cut. You guys know those type of shirts or whatever. They call them polos, polo shirts or whatever. So he was wearing that. He was wearing a baseball hat and then a light colored shorts and black shoes, all of which was in his car when it was found. Now, if all of what he was wearing was in his car, what do you think that this young man took off his clothes, jumped in the river, and then, he lost it. He couldn't swim. He found out he couldn't swim. Well, his mother said he's a good swimmer. He knows how to swim. I know how to swim. I don't swim, but I know how. If I got in some water, I can swim. It's like riding a bike. Once you don't mess up. You just, even if you don't know how to, he know how to swim. And if he knew how to swim and jumped in water, he knows what to do if he's, usually forgot or whatever, you dog paddle, or you can lay still and just wave your hands and lay flat on your back with your head up. Your feet don't even have to be up, and just make your way back to the bank. Everybody knows that knows how to swim. That's why when mom said he knows how to swim. How did he drown? And why would he be naked swimming? Unless somebody was with him. Anyway, and why is it such hard to know what his body, to identify his body, when if you just drowned and you was in the water for 10 days, no alligators got a hold of you or anything, then your body should still be there. He was on, Cherie says he was on a swim team. So he knew exactly. If he was on the swim team, thank you, Cherie, for that information. I wasn't really for sure. But if you said, I believe you because I did hear that, but I really wasn't for sure if it was a swim team involved that he was on. SP, that music was from the era of the 1970s, my younger days. Thank you, Crystal. Okay, so Jimi Hendrix, he's probably not even, see, I don't even know if he was still alive. You guys got to help me out on that stuff because I don't really, I listen to music, but I like to listen to settle music, things that's not going to alter my thinking. I mean, I like to be happy. So if it's something happy to make me, like something like, let's get it on. Ooh, I'll listen to that. Yeah, I'll listen to that. I'll get some of that. Joe says Joe Smith is in the building and he says he's from Illinois. He knows not to swim in the nasty Illinois River. Well, I think every river is nasty, but if a person knows how to swim, I wouldn't see why there was a problem. But every river is nasty. Even the river where I live at, I would never jump in it. But people swim, they eat the fish out of there and everything. All right. Do y'all think someone held him down in the water? Eda says, do y'all think that someone held him down in the water? I thought about that. I thought about somebody could have, or two people could have held him. But I'm going to read you a little bit of what this says, and then we're going to open up the panel and conversation in here. Cherie says he's more of a rocker star. Oh, he's a rock star. Okay. Let me make sure I got everything. I have a funny feeling that's not his body. It's just my opinion. Okay. So here we go. Let me read it. Hey, Zen, how you doing? Nice to see you in the building. Nice to see you. Okay. So it says here that the coroner, Richard Plosh, said there was no evidence of injury, assault, altercation, gunfire, tumors, infection, natural diseases, heart problems, or significant drug intoxication. So if someone did hold him down on one side and the other side, you know what? You probably wouldn't see a struggle, especially if his body was in the river for 10 days. You know what I'm saying? Because only thing you got to do is just hold a person's arms down. Like they can be having their snuggle gear on, and then they could be holding you down while you sitting there. But the thing about this is, Jelani Day and his professor was texting all night long. It seems like she wanted to get him out the house and to go and skinny diving or whatever. But here's the thing. If they said that there's no evidence of injury, assault, altercations, gunfire, tumor, infection, natural disease, heart problem. So they must have his heart. They must have his organs. And so I don't know why they came out again and said, yeah, his organs was missing. He didn't have no eyeball or things like that, or he didn't have no liver. I mean, they kind of went into details when I was sitting there listening to them. No, SP, all rivers aren't nasty. Michigan rivers are pretty too clean. As a child, we could swim in the rivers. Okay. That's so odd to me. I've never texted a professor before when I was in college. Oh, really? Okay. So this is the New Times. And, when I went to college, I was able, but I took a couple of classes they wasn't online, they were on TV. Like you have to pay for the channel. And if I didn't understand something like my chemistry class, and then once a month we would meet up, and sometimes I couldn't understand the assignment, so I would have to call my professor, and they would call me back and we would talk. And usually they'll say, you know what, take your time, read it again, you'll get it. That was their answer. They never would really just sit down and say, look here, what's so hard? Explain to me. Well, you know what I'm saying? They just basically all said the same thing. So I just didn't call them anymore. So Miss Didi is in the house and she says, we haven't heard anything about water in his lungs. And why is that? Exactly. Well, they said he drowned. They said he drowned. Lisa's in the building. She says irrelevant. They sell those at the Walmart. They sell what at the Walmart? Our professor never gave out their phone number. Well, yeah. Well, I didn't get it directly from my professor. Like on my, it's not itinerary. What is it called? Syllabus, my syllabus or whatever. When they give you the syllabus or something, it tells you everything in detail of what's expected in your class. You should be able to contact your professor, either Gmail, email, or whatever, or a phone number, or the school has a phone number now. I know because that was the last class I took. On my syllabus, it says, okay, the first chapter, the first 3 weeks, we're going to cover this and such and such. But then it also gives me her email account, her address and her phone number, and, and then the school phone number, how to get in touch with her that way. You know what I'm saying? They make it easy where you can get in touch with them now. I'm just saying, I had phone numbers, and it wasn't just one professor that I had phone numbers. I had literally every one of my teachers and professors' phone number. Hey, LeBron Unicorn is in the building. How you doing? LeBron's Unicorn. How you doing? I'm late, but yes, how you doing? I do not believe Valerie McFadden's in the building. She says, I do not believe it. I just feel it starts with the school. It starts with the school. So you think something happened at the school. Okay. Salem says, I'm actually a Jimi Hendrix is way before my time, but I also have one of the t-shirts, just pays homage to great music. Okay. That's cool. I've never heard it before, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. So that's why I said I really can't say nothing about it because I never heard his music. And if I did hear it, I didn't know it was his. If you drown, usually there will be water in the throat. Okay. I give you that. It would be. That particular corner is budding buttocks openings. Sorry to be so gross. He was ignorant and rude. If the internal organs were so deteriorated, how was water found in the liquefied lungs? Apotheca, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's a good question. Sonia Joseph is in the building. She says, I thought it was said his organs was liquefied due to water death, and I don't know. Well, she got the third autopsy. And the last time I seen him, because I always try to go and get the last updates. And this is the last update that they had. So I'm going to finish reading on. The Day's mother, her name is Carmen Day, has suggested that foul play may have played a role in his death. She says, this is Carmen's words herself. She says, he wasn't depressed. She said last month, he didn't have any kind of pressure that would make him want to escape from life. So I do feel as if there was someone involved. So she joined with Day's formal fraternity, and they the new Alpha Salon chapter of the Omega Phi Psi Psi fraternity at Alabama A&M University. So she literally had to go to the other college back home in Alabama instead of the college that he was attending. And she got them in calling the federal authorities to take over the investigation this month. There's a petition calling for federal intervention, including a letter from the chapter that said the persons with an S responsible for Jelani's death is now walking our community free, and we will not rest until those responsible are brought to justice. Neither Day nor Bloomington police responded immediately to requests for comments. You guys, I want you guys to know this is really bad. And then the other thing that came out, they did the Jelani Day officials. They also said that the death is ruled a drowning, the coroner says. Okay. Illinois State University graduate student who was found dead in the Illinois River last month, 11 days after he went missing. Day's cause of death was officially ruled as drowning. Okay. However, Polsh, that is the coroner, you guys, Plosh, his name is Richard Plosh, says how Day ended up in the Illinois River is unknown. There was no evidence of morphine. What is that word? Morphine. It's like Rick and Morris, but it's not. It's anti-Morris. It's like Rick and Morris is after death, and so this is any anti. And I don't know evidence of that. I'm gonna have to look up that word so I can know what it means and know how to even pronounce it. Injuries such as manual. He says there was no mortium injury such as manual strangulation, any assault or altercations, no sharp or blunt or gunshot injuries, infections, tumors, natural diseases, congenital abnormalities, or significant drug intoxications, he said. He also adds that the forensics examination of Day's remains were suboptimal due to the degree of decomposition and the activity of the river predators while his body was in the warm water. So Posh added that the forensics examination of Day's remains was suboptimal. Somebody look up suboptimal. 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 Due to degree. So his remains were suboptimal. His remains suboptimal. His remains suboptimal. And the other word was antemortem, something. ANTEMORTEM. So evidence of, so I can remember what the sentence used it as, evidence of, in his injuries. Oh, I'm going to take a snapshot of it. I got it. So anyway, see, I got to get a very good understanding whether they're using words I've never seen before. ANTEM. There it is, right? Oh. Okay.
Antemortem.
Antemortem. Antemortem. That's how you say the word. Antemortem. Occurring or performing before death. The antemortem instructions of the dead leader. Antemortem is before death. That's all it means. Antemortem. What is the difference between antemortem and perimortem? So antemortem is occurring or performing before death. That's all. So what he was saying, none of these things happened before death. None of the injuries, there was no injuries before death. There was nothing, no strangulation before he died. There was no like a gunshot wound or anything. You know, there was nothing. There was no physical anything showing antemortem. Okay. So that was the first one. Let me find this other word real quick because I want to know. I want to know. Okay. Suboptimal. So I said the word right. Suboptimal. Okay. Less than the highest standard. Suboptimal. So his remains was less than the highest standard. It was less than what, okay, you see a normal eyeball, somebody die, then you're not going to have the eyeball because that's what they're saying. It was less than the highest standard. So, okay. So I got what they're saying. No big dealio. Cool. And that's how you learn. Suboptimal. I'll say that word from now on. Suboptimal. How you learn. Suboptimal. You guys think I'm crazy. Say it with me. Suboptimal. Okay, so were things done to him after he passed? They didn't say nothing about anything done to him after he passed. They said there was nothing done to him before he passed. Antemortem. Antemortem. Okay. Maybe he was swimming with the professor and they were caught. They could have been. But they said that there was like no blunt forces. You know, like if your lover, your husband or something find you in the river, if they find you in the Illinois River with one of your students and y'all just having fun and y'all naked and y'all smiling and stuff, oh, it's gonna be some kind of anger. So remember, which column came and said there was no blood, or he said it was very small blood. Why would there be any blood if you drown? See, I don't know nothing about no blood. But didn't Information to Man say that there was little blood, like there was a cleanup crew or something? If you drown, there would be water in the lungs. Okay. We have bad weather here and my internet is giving me the blues. Oh, I'm sorry, brown sugar. Yeah, I'm taking classes online and all of mine have given me their number and said call or text. Yes, that's what they're doing now. That's what I was letting Cheryl C know. He had no blood on his body. Okay. But that's why I was letting Cheryl C know. Like, I mean, I don't know when the last time you went to school, but the last time I went to school, probably about 15 years ago. Yeah, run about 15, let's see. 2000 and we say 2006. And this is 2000, this is 2021. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like 25 years ago. Golly. That couldn't be no 25 years ago. That couldn't have been no 25 years ago. Am I tripping? That's 25 years? Nah. That couldn't have been no 25 years ago. Nah, I couldn't have went to school in 2006. I think I was getting my divorce in 2006. It is no longer free flow in red, no oxygen, so it goes black. What do you mean, Aphoterica? Why or what reason he drowned? Committing suicide by jumping in the water. I don't know. Nowadays, some professors issue their phone numbers and emails. Yes, they do. Aphoterica, where you at? Right there. I have called my professors about midnight, freaked out about a final exam, and he talked me down off the table for about 30 minutes. Talked you off the table? What was you going to do? Jump on the floor? Come on, Aphoterica. Talk me off the table. I'm ready to jump. But I know what you're saying. Yeah. They make it very easy to contact the teachers now. Very easy. This strikes me as a hate crime. I'm just saying, oh, okay. Could it have been hazing? Could it have been hazing? It could have. It could have. And maybe the drugs that he got from the dispensary, he done smoked it. And it was not good weed or whatever. And it may have something in it. And it took his mind away. And he probably just got naked, walked in the water. I tell you guys all the time, it don't matter. See, just because you get it at the dispensary, you thinking that's the good stuff. You nobody's tampering with that. You don't know if they done bought some of that off the street because the street stuff is cheaper and they want to make a little extra. You don't know, or they done lined it with something so it can have a more effect, like dipping it into and I know this, you guys. I'm not just talking off the top of my head like this stuff don't happen. I know this stuff happen, but it's called embalming fluid. I mean, not embalming. You know what I'm saying? The embalming stuff that they embalm people with, dead people at the mortuary. I can't remember what it's called, but they do dip their stuff in that. They call that wet or whack or water or whatever. It's all of that in something. You guys know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Monica. I believe it was a hate crime. This is why I say he was blindfolded and led. I mean, like someone from his swim team harassing and bullying him. I've had all of my professors' phone numbers. It's not unusual. Exactly. He was a swimmer from what has been said. He was too trusting. It's called leaf here. Wow. Yeah, they do that. And you never know. You know, I was out buying, it's called wet. See, Miss Philly said it's called wet there. And they call it wet where I am too. They call it wet and water and something else. And no, it's not poison. She says poisoned. It's called formaldehyde, you guys. Formaldehyde, okay? And you know, I had a big bottle of that at one time. It's good if you look in your Sally Henson fingernail polish and stuff, you can find formaldehyde in there. It helps your nails grow. It helps them to get long and thick and stay good. And people will dip their cigarettes in there. They will dip their other stuff. I'm not trying to tell you guys to do this, but poison liquefied the organs. Oh, If it was hazing, I would think there would have been bruises before death. He trusted someone near the water. Cherie says, Findale. Formaldehyde. It's called formaldehyde. I know it for sure. Like I told you, you know, I've seen that stuff happen all the time. The biggest question, Edith says, I have, is did he go missing once he left the dispensary? They said that's the last place that he was being seen. So D Blessed says a black man was seen dropping his lanyard. It's kind of weird that some of his clothes is over here. His wallet is over there. His keys over there. He's in the river naked. Embalming fluid. Yep, embalming fluid. And that's what embalming fluid is called, formaldehyde. I took chemistry, but I know a lot about chemistry. I don't know how I know it. I got an A on it. Don't ask me how. Just like in medicine. Don't ask me how I got an A in medicine. Just don't even ask me how. Because I don't know. I just think I'm a good test taker. Because when I don't understand something, I just don't understand it. Hey, One Man Band TV. You know what? I'm going to check out your channel, One Man Band. I'm going to see what you about. All right. I'm going to check out you. Hey, Freddie Johnson. Go over there to One Man Band TV. Check out his channel. Call me up. Tell me what's going on. All right. We used to call that Sherm. Yes, they did call that Sherm at one time. I don't know why. Okay. And then Cheryl C says him being in the water could be a cover-up. Yeah, you're right. And then I thought the drug dealers were asleep at 9 a.m. Most of them do sleep in. They don't really do, they sleep in the daytime. They out all night. Do you think it was a mistake identity thing? Then oops. No. His stuff was scattered to throw off investigations. Yeah. I talk about everything, but I'm changing up some things ASAP. Okay. I just want to know what you're talking about. So see if we can support you or not. Betty says the professor needs to speak up, plain and simple. Exactly. She does need to speak up, you guys. She actually does. Just chatting says, heck yeah, 24-hour job. Okay. It's a 24-hour job. Actually, if you're really going to make money or something, you guys, yeah, that's what they do. They do it all day, every day. They'll get up and they'll leave in the middle of whatever they doing. It don't matter what they doing. They'll get up and it's just crazy. It's crazy out there. Was there any evidence found in his car? No, his clothes. They said his clothes was in his car. Like he just took off his clothes and just jumped in there. But you guys, they had his walk. They said it turned out, they had a big turnout. It wasn't really a happy time. I mean, it was really sad. And his mother, she's just sad. I just listened to her just a few minutes ago. And it brought tears to my eyes. It sure did. But anyway, who strips and walks in the river? Exactly. But if something's going on in your mind, people, that something's going on in their mind, they do that, you guys. And it can be just hitting one hit. I'm going to tell you something. I told you guys, when I was younger, that's why I've never been a person on even weed, because when I've tried it, the couple of times that I did try, now I'm not going to say I didn't go maybe a month or something in my life or something doing it or whatever. But when I was a young kid, I tried it and they gave me some bad stuff. And I'm telling you, it is a trip. And you will take off your clothes and you will be running and you done drove home and you can't find your keys to get in the house and just stupid stuff. And you would try to tell people and you'll see people running after you and whatever they see is reality. I'm serious. And what you see, you tripping, but you have to defend yourself. You do. I'm just saying. Some people will drink Kool-Aid. That's what they will tell you to do. Drink Kool-Aid. so you can come down. And the only thing you want is to come down, come down, come down. You can get some bad stuff. And then that's why, and I thank God for that it only took 2 times for that to happen to me. One time, one of my brother's friends had to protect me because who knows would have done what with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a party and he said she's tripping out. He locked me in the car because they were chasing me. The people that I see was chasing me, and they may not was moving, but I see them just chasing me, and I was running. So it does make a difference. It don't even have to be a lot in your system. It's just one little dip. Me and my cousin went to Oklahoma. Thank you, Candy Richardson. She says, remember to put God first and the blessings will flow. Let me go ahead and put that on up there. I want to remind you guys, we will start doing our sales on our tickets on November the 1st. Make sure we be giving away tickets too. Thank you, Candy Richardson. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you. And that just reminded me to let everybody know, come November the 1st, we will start doing sales on tickets, and we will start, and they will be the same as they were for July. If you are a member, and you would know if you're a member because you have a little warrior woman beside your name, regardless if you diamond, ruby, or emerald, you get tickets. If you diamond, you get 6. If you emerald, you get 4. And if you ruby, you get 2 tickets. And every time we have a drawing, you get those free tickets. But you have to claim the tickets. So once November comes in and we start giving out the tickets, let me know if you've got your tickets. We'll write your name down, say that you got a ticket. If you upgrade, you upgrade 2 more tickets. Okay. So the tickets will be $5 per ticket. So it probably best if you become a member and come on in. Come on in. Anyway, Candy Richard says, she says, I can't stay, everyone, but be safe. Check on your loved ones. Love you. All right, Candy Richardson, take it easy. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. And One Man Ben says, I appreciate you, ma'am. And I also left you my Instagram. I was trying to talk to you because you have that wisdom that I need more of. You can talk to me anytime. You know my number. We put my number up here if you want to talk. If you got something that you need, you're trying to do, and we'll see what you're trying to do or whatever. Here's the number right here. Write that number down. And you can call anytime. You trying to do anything? We also is on TikTok. You guys check it out. It's SP News Nuggets. We do have a channel over there. Actually, we got 2 channels over there. We got 2 channels over here, and then we're going to go to Instagram, and then we're going to go to Facebook, and then we're going to go everywhere. Hey, Betty Mosley, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to put it on in there. And you guys will see. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Let's get you this one right here.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.
So we always show the faces because we don't never want to forget those babies. There's some of them still missing. Some of them are deceased, and some of them is, which, like I said, they're still missing. Actually, I think there's 3 of them that's still missing. We have not got closure on the King Hill case. We have not got closure on the California City boys. Those babies are still missing. Okay, you guys. So still, we show you their face, so that you guys can still know that we love them, we miss them. We want you to realize, yeah, they are older, but if you see those kids, call 911 quickly so they can go back home to their family. Okay? Because I know some people just go on with life. We still see those kids every day, no matter what. No matter what. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that. TeNika says that drowning was a deduction, not a fact. Poor boy's body has gone through 3 autopsies. Sadly, we may never know the exact factual cause of death. You're right. But I think they laid him down to rest this time. I really do. Hey, Monica, how you doing? She says, we have a birthday for one of the little angels today. Oh, really? Who's this hot girl? Whatever. You know? Okay. There need to be a national list of murdering children. We have a right to know exactly how many. Exactly, we do. Amari's birthday. Is it today? Amari's birthday's today? Yay! Happy birthday. That's my little man right there. He's so cute, ain't he? Let me see if I can find his picture, you guys. I don't know if I can find his picture. How did they get in? Oh, Amari's birthday? Man, I miss him. I wonder how his dad is doing. I wonder how his dad is doing. Knowing that today is his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. If you guys don't remember the Maury case, that was in Las Vegas. His baby's mama's boyfriend took that child out. You know what I'm saying? And they're not looking for the death penalty on him. They charged him, and then he's trying to renege and say, no, that wasn't, it was an accident or something. I think that's what he was saying, or something of that nature. But, they caught the person. We were looking for that baby. Ooh, we were looking for that baby. A cute little boy. You know what I'm saying? I have so many pictures of these kids. I might have these kids' pictures. I have so many pictures of Cash. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know. That was my sweetheart there. Sometimes you get connected. Here he is right here. I told you guys, I don't delete my pictures. Here we go right here. And here's another one. So, yeah, I don't delete my pictures. I have plenty of pictures of every baby and there's baby Cash right there. And this baby right here looks just like my child that I take care of when I go to work. His facial expressions look just like him. Maybe that's why I felt some kind of way about that child, because he just grabs my hand, he gives me a hug, and he wants kisses, and he just lays in my arms and stuff, and he never fights to get none of his treatments and stuff. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Happy birthday, Amari. Even Paula said happy birthday. It's cute, baby. Anyway, you guys, I want to share with you some things. Yeah. I got more pictures than my kids. I'm being honest with you. I got more pictures of Classic and Sincere and Cash and Amari and King Hill and Malia Bass, Malia Davis. I keep those pictures, you guys. Even pictures you guys don't even Remember, remember the young little lady that was down there in Florida, and her mother was in the she was in the army. Brianna Williams. I got her daughter's picture. And I don't got one. I got probably like 2 or 3 dozen of every kid. Every kid. I kid you not. And I don't want to. What I'm actually probably going to do is make a collage. Somebody had reached out to me and said that I could take all the pictures and they will sew them together and they will make this thing that will wrap around my shoulders or something. And it's a collage of all the kids or something. And it didn't cost that much. And I hope they reach back out to me again, because at the time, my money was funny. It was laughing at me. But I wish they would reach out to me, because I didn't want the same picture of the same kid. I wanted, as we build and look at all these cases, I want to remember all the cases. But these ones seems, I don't know, like more dear. I would love to see more pictures of Classic and Sincere. Oh yeah. Yeah, they some pretty babies, you guys. I was just looking at their pictures the other day. I sure was. Actually, yeah, we were looking at their pictures the other day. Somebody reached out and was sharing some. She says, put their picture on a digital photo frame. Well, no, I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put them on that collage thing that somebody's making me, and I'm buying it. It's not for free, you guys. You guys think, oh, SP get everything for free. No, I don't. I don't get nothing for free. So I might get a shirt, but no, I think, like I said, she charges like $85, and I'm letting you guys know, because if you know who she is, tell her to reach out to me, because I think I got enough pictures where I can put their pictures on there. And I would wear it pridefully. I heard about that case. I think it was in Texas. What was in Texas? It was just horrible. Put the pictures on a digital frame. Anyway, let me share some little back news. I don't know what's going on with me. I know I got something on my mind, but I was looking on the Bryant Laundrie case, and their mother, Bryant Laundrie's mother, thinks that that's not her son. So you guys, everybody is now thinking that the person that they're presenting is not their child. She said, get a blanket made with all the pics. That would be nice. That would be nice. She told me she can do really good. And I mean, it was real colorful and stuff. It's pretty, how like somebody would wear a sachet or something, like, across them. And it just, but I know for a fact that those are the ones I know that will be on there. Pray for the ones that are missing. And Tyrese will be on there too, because these ones, it's just something about them. The child found deceased in the apartment with his sibling. Which one is that? I don't know. Let me see if I can find that case, you guys. Let me try to go and see real quick before we get out of here. Let me put my back button and see if it saved it, because evidently it didn't save it. But I know who sent it to me, so let me go and see if I can show you. Mm. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Oh, okay. So, I had no idea about this new Texas one. There is a thank you, Freddie. Thank you for that. So I'll check it out a little bit more. Let me go in there. Thank you. Thank you. So let me see what it was. See, when you guys send me like 10 things to look at, and then now I'm trying to find the stuff. Okay, so there's a new case. It's a Milwaukee County Medical Examiner Office conducted an autopsy of a 3-year-old boy named Major Harris on Friday morning, ruling the death a homicide. I would like to look into that case. The new form from the medical examiner came a day after the body of Harris, who was the subject of an Amber Alert, was found dead near 35th Street, okay, in Milwaukee. This is the baby right here. I was gonna do it today. I might even come on, and if you guys got time, we're gonna check it out and see if we can see what's going on there. But I hate to come in and they've already ruled his death a homicide. Well, you got to. I think he was shot or something. But it says that the news came out as normal, along with Anastasia Hamilton and members of the Valley Ward Avenue business districts were on hand Friday outside of the theater and art space near 35th Street to announce the public and private partnership that brought projects, green lights to the BID. In fact, this particular system that we have just around the area was a key break in the case of finding in regards to the resolution of Major Harris' case, said Norman. So they must got the person who did it. The set of 4 pole mounted cameras. Okay, I'll check that out in a minute. Y'all sending me too much stuff now. Run in the linked first system. Norman said Friday the cameras in the Ballard have the ability to automatically read license plates and ultimately helped lead police to the area where Harris' body was found. This shows, okay, y'all did too much because it clicked me off. See what y'all did? Why y'all didn't send this to me earlier? SP, this case is in Texas. All right, Monica, I got it now. Because everybody going to send it to me. They're going to be sending it to me. It says the mother of an 8-year-old boy who had been dead for a year and her boyfriend. You're good, girl. The mother of the 8-year-old who had been dead for a year and her boyfriend were charged days after the discovery near Houston Sunday. A Texas mother and her boyfriend was charged Tuesday in the death of an 8-year-old child whose skeleton remains were found Sunday in her apartment near Houston. The Harris County Sheriff said early Tuesday, officers said the death of the child whose remains were found in the apartment where 3 other children were staying was a homicide. Oh my God. What is these people thinking? So Brian Coulter, we had a Coulter in here. He's 31 years of age. He faces a murder charge. And the boy's mother, Gloria Williams, okay, she's 35. She faces charges of injury to a child by omission and tampering with evidence. Hey, this is SP.
Hey, SP, this is Val out of California.
Hey, Val, how you doing?
Okay, yes, I was a little late today. It was in court. Yeah, that's the one I told you about, Major Harris that was shot in the head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, oh, wow. So I don't know if they arrested anybody. Not. I know the mother was killed a week, I think, before he was found.
Well, I was reading it and then somebody sent me something, so my phone clicked over to what they sent me, so I couldn't finish reading it. But yeah, Major Harris, I think that they were saying that I guess they must have arrested somebody because they were saying that it helped them come up with where the body was and it read off the license plate. So I'm gonna try to go back and find it real quick.
Okay, yeah, well, you see, because when we called Oklahoma, you see that Julius did get a stay from execution, right?
He gotta stay until November. Well, they're going back for that, huh?
They came on earlier today, this morning. I'll have to check it. I'm not sure, but I thought they canceled the execution. Yeah, I haven't check it or you check it, but I know we were in court and it was coming through.
Carolyn says the killer shot himself.
Yeah, the killer of his mother. We don't know if he killed the mother. They both did. Yeah, they say he killed himself. He shot himself, but somebody's been arrested.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to check into Julius Jones because we got notification because I told you I called Rick Mayor down there, remember, but it was later in the evening. I get time. People are on different times than I am.
Right.
But they did say today he did. I don't know if he granted the trial or what, because that trial with the jurors up there saying take him out to the back before they even got it and saying just shoot him and bury him under the jail.
Right.
Said, no, that's not cool.
But that's okay. Okay, so I do got that on my feed right now, but that's not what I read.
It's not?
No, ma'am.
The jury said?
No, I'm talking about he got to stay, but his stay is only until they go to go and let me find it.
Well, we knew he had to stay until November the 15th or something like that, or the 3rd.
No, November the 18th. But he goes back to court. He goes back to court on the November the 18th. Okay. I mean, he goes back to court November the 1st, and then the guy name is his name Kevin or Keith or something or Kit or something.
The one that was with him?
No, I'm talking about the person that makes the decision. Oh, okay. The guy that they're trying to tell everybody, Julia Jones, they were saying that he was going to keep, let me find it, see.
Well, I guess I hadn't got a chance to research it or look it up to give you the exact wording because we were in court. You definitely can't cut on your phone in court because we're getting ready to file a petition against this judge. Anytime somebody comes into your courtroom with a busted eye, you won't grant a restraining order. Something is wrong with you.
Okay, here we go. This says court halts execution of John Marion Grant and Julian Jones in Oklahoma. The decision following the prisoner's lawsuit over the drug, which has been used. The decision follows the prisoner's lawsuit over the drug, Midazone, which has been used in several high-profile and problematic execution. Because you know what happens on that drug? Because remember the last time they did an execution or something, and they gave the person the drug, and they thought he was dying. And I mean, he just went into this convulsion and everything. And they was like, turn the lights off, or they had to shut everything down. And I was like, I mean, it was scary.
Yeah, because that's torture.
That's torture. I mean, they didn't just go to sleep and die. I mean, they went for a long time, and they were doing all kind of stuff, and they were just doing all kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, y'all worse than the person you just killed.
Yeah. You said, "No, come on, they doing some crazy stuff."
That gave me nightmares for a long time. I said, I will never see nothing like that again.
I know that Tookie Williams, he was an ex-gang member that was in jail, and he had said he was gay man. He said he done this wrong. He started writing children books, and they tried to get a stay from execution or something. I don't know if it was here in California, but I know it was Tookie Williams, and something went wrong with Jelly. I said, you know what? Because God, something is not right. Right there, but if you can't perform something right, don't do it. So they need to do away with it because they stopped, for 6 years there in Oklahoma of executing people because they keep on having mistakes and stuff. So just leave it alone. Evidently, it's not supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. So the court also stayed the November execution of Julius Jones, whose case and claim of innocence have caught national attention. But this is what they're saying, and I didn't know this. This just came out an hour ago. It says that Grant and Jones are both suing the state of Oklahoma over the use of the drug Midazolam, which has been used in several high-profile and problematic executions. Medical experts argue the drug is not appropriate for use in executions because it is not a strong enough sedative. It is not. The court stated Wednesday that it would not allow the execution of both men while their lawsuit claiming the lethal injection drug would violate their Eighth Amendment rights, permitting cruel and unusual punishments is still pending. See what I'm saying? They risk being.
The other day, Julius was on the other day. They were talking to him. I don't know if it was on one of the news stations. Mm-hmm. So behind that clip, he was talking, and his mother said he did not do this. You didn't call no witnesses. And I said, I had to look at it more to see what they were saying. But you guys those was not jury of his peers. 11 white people.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Come on, he's a black man. And before they even got the darn case, somebody's taking a decision saying, well, you should just take him out back and shoot him and fire him under the jail. Come on now. Come on.
Right.
It's suffered enough. I mean, if you get a jury of his peers, they ain't just murdering them in before it gets too late, or they leave here and have a right thing. And hey, set this man free. This man, and they say that Jordan, or whoever was with him, the driver, that only got 15 years and out now, he told somebody in jail, well, I did the street, but hey, you got to think about yourself. Look here, this man getting ready to lose his life over something. You did?
Right.
I ain't that big of a friend. Nah.
Right.
I mean, hey, if you do something, be bold enough to stand up for what you did. And take responsibility for your actions.
So they're only holding this until he goes, and because he's got that lawsuit.
Yeah, that could take years.
Yes, that can. Isn't that good? Remember, we were talking about this is what I was trying to remember. We were talking when we were walking, and I said, you guys, there's laws, and there's laws that have to be abided by. Yeah. Even though, okay, if that's the law, then learn these laws and stuff, because see, something happened with my son when they were trying to kick him out of school, which, and I'm not saying that he didn't do what he did. He got angry and threw a chair through the through the window. The teacher was scared, so they wanted to kick him out of school for the rest of the year, where he couldn't go to no schools in the state of Kansas. Okay, yeah, expulsion. So we had to go to a court. But see, when we went to this little hearing, the principal got him angry again. So I just walked out and said, no, we just can't do this. You keep triggering my son, and then so they sent me a letter saying that he's kicked out for the rest of the school year. And I said, hold up, this kid needs help, and the things we got set up, you guys are not doing. You're triggering him, saying, look, but you're not doing what we've got in the 504 plan. That's why I tell people there's reasons why they have 504 plans. So you know what? This is the law. If you go by the 504 plan, when this child gets upset, don't be hollering at him. Don't be yelling at him. You let him go walk it off. What you're doing is antagonizing him. So when it blows up, you go, I'm scared. You know why you're scared? Because you're starting him. You're triggering him. You're hollering and screaming and cussing at him. And then you think he's not going to have a reaction. He's going to have a reaction. So then when we went to the little court, and my kids had went to a private school, which was a Catholic school, which we're not Catholic, but I sent them there. So the behavior problem that I had, like, so he can learn. And plus those mothers and sisters, you know, them nuns and stuff, they get on him and sit him down and say, no, we're going to handle this. You know what I'm saying? In a different way, instead of go sit in the corner, because that, you know, he can find himself getting in a lot of trouble because he done knocked the corner out the corner. He walking down the hall, and you're mad because half of the wall is gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they don't put my son in the corner no more because he's coming out. But somebody,
yeah, you know, you call their mother, can you come and talk with her? But no, you want to kick a black child out, which I'm not making everything about race, but mainly they did counseling. He's having a problem today. Well, what about Joe over here? This doesn't knock the corner out. Why you want to kick him out? You don't want to give him a chance to talk.
Right, and that's all they want to do is kick him out. And I said, this is what you do every time when he gets in trouble. You kick him out. And he's not learning because you're kicking him out. And then if you put him in the corner, he's not learning because, you know, and he likes that. He don't have to learn because now he's doing this because if he don't want to learn English and he don't want to learn to spell, now he does something to get kicked out. And so, no, we're not going to kick him out anymore. We're going to deal with the situation. But I sent him to that private school. And so he was doing really good until I sent him back to public school. But what happened when we went to court, I subpoenaed all the teachers. And I said, I want them all in here because you all are responsible. When I send my child to school, you all are responsible. There's laws out there you got to abide by. He's on a 504. Why you didn't send him on his way to talk to his counselor?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you sitting there and see now the classes got cameras? So why are you yelling at him instead of sending him to the counselor?
Right, or have the counselor come down and get him from the classroom.
Okay.
Or whatever like that, rather than just doing it any kind of way. Look at that kid who's been gone off the campus the other day. 2 hours. He has autism and he roams. He can't stay still. He walked all the way down on the freeway or something. And that alarm out there hurry and found him. But the police at the mama door. She don't know what's going on. But this boy done been gone from the school for 2 hours. People need to get on their job. I mean, it takes a village to raise the kids, but I don't know where the village done went to.
Right.
The village done went to hell. But anyway, I know you said 5 minutes. Let me get back in the chat.
All righty. Thank you. Bye-bye. Anyway, you guys, I wasn't going to be on here that long, but I just wanted to share you guys with that. Let me finish my story with you guys. I've been getting a lot of receipts coming in, you guys. We're going to have some stuff to go over. I don't know. I need to look into this. The 3 kids that was alive in the house, and one was dead, and the mother and the boyfriend is still in the house. And he said the kids told the police that it was his brother. Really? All right. I'm going to have a little bit of time on my hands. We're going to go over that. She says the governor sticks. We're all over the place today, but this is how some things, this is why some things just go crazy, because there's a lot of stuff going on, but I want to see what else they say on here. So the Grant and Jones are both suing the state of Oklahoma over the use of the drug, and which has been used in several high-profile and problematic executions. Medical experts argue the drug is not appropriate. Let me take that down for a minute. It's not appropriate for the use in executions. The court states Wednesday that it would not allow the execution of both men while their lawsuits claiming the lethal injection drug will violate their Eighth Amendment rights. Okay? Prohibiting cruel and unusual punishment is still pending. They risk being unable to present what may be a viable Eighth Amendment claim to the federal courts before they are executed using the method they have challenged the court rule. The Oklahoma Attorney General office said in a statement that it would appeal to the Supreme Court to allow the execution to move forward. We are hopeful that the Supreme Court will vacate the stay so that justice can finally be served for the people of Oklahoma, including the families of the victims of these horrific crimes. Oklahoma hasn't performed an execution since 2015 after a series of failures administrating the death penalty led to drug mix-ups and the blotch execution 1 year early of Clayton Lockett. That's who it was, who took 43 minutes to die when the wrong needle was used to administer a lethal injection, causing the drug to pool in his muscle tissue. Oklahoma execution drew condemnation from national and international figures, including the President Obama and the UN Human Rights Chief, following a 2015 state court ruling that Oklahoma should reevaluate its death penalty protocol. Then Oklahoma Attorney General Scott Pruitt called for a memorandum of executions until new procedures were written and the necessary drugs could be purchased. Grant and Jones, that's why I kept saying Grant. I kept saying Grant because of this one. Grant and Jones case of Mitazium is set to be heard in February in federal court in Oklahoma City. Wow, I didn't know. It's now down in February just so it can be heard. So they're buying time to try to get them not to execute this young man. And if you guys don't know about that case, I'm just letting you know, but we're finna get out of here. I'm finna get off of here, you guys. I'm going to relax today. Here's the young man right here. That's him who they're trying to get a stay and make it be. That's still not telling me that it is complete. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to get on off of here. I'm sorry we've been rattling all over. Let the front desk lady know. Okay. I don't know. Was I supposed to go somewhere today? Oh, Lord. Anyway. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time. Please have your face in the place, all right? I'll see you guys then, all right? All righty. Bye. Tyrese Gibson disappeared August the 22nd, 2020. He was last seen at his residence, picked up by a young lady named Brianna. 4 suspects have been arrested in the disappearance of Tyrese Gibson. The 4th suspect will be tried as an adult. Any information can help. If you know anything, please call Jacksonville Police Department 903-586-2549. If you see something, say something.